Representative Fukumoto.
Thank you. Pastor Elwin, do you mind coming back up for a second? While you're walking, I'll just sort of state my question. We've had a lot of people say things, and I've heard from people outside, words like corruption, injustice, and they feel like the process has not been followed. And I think we've had a lot of people that maybe didn't articulate it as fully. Do you mind just sort of going into just a couple of examples, or just give us an idea of what the sentiment is out there? I'm thinking maybe you can articulate it maybe better than most.
Well, I think a lot of it comes as a result of previous testimony that was heard by this committee, where there were many uncertainties of particulars, education, tax issues, whether churches fall under the public accommodations, individual exposures. So many different issues. Even the testimony regarding whether it's a trait that you're born with or not. I truly respect the opinions that were shared. But to me, the answer, plain and simple answer, the jury is still out. And although I've heard also comments that it's time, we've been doing this for 20 years. When I listen to and I sense the passion on both sides, and parties aren't coming to the table together to work this out, it's not time. There's still time. See, the legislative branch of the government is the only branch that does not have to make a decision. Think about it. In the judicial branch, a party brings a claim, the judge has to make a decision. In the executive branch, when he receives a bill from the legislature, he has to either sign it or it goes into law, or veto it. He has to make a decision. The legislative branch is designed so that there can be sufficient discussion, public debate, vetting of information. So when public policy is developed, it was done in a process that's respected by all parties.
Do you feel that there's any way that we can sort of restore that process right now during a special session, or do you think we sort of would just have to put it off?
You're really pushing a lot into this few days. And the way I think of it, and I go back to my courtroom days, I will never have a jury go through deliberations and force them to come to a decision. I will never have them go through a case and say, you got 5 days, otherwise I'm taking it back and I'm going to make the decision. I can't. What happens when they can't come to a decision? It's a mistrial. And they decide to try it over again. And a mistrial, they'll try it over again. See, they have to come to a decision, however. The legislative branch does not have to come to that decision yet. Give it the time that it needs. So when both sides are ready to come to that agreement, it's good. And everybody can say, we're good.
Thank you.
Okay. Members, any other questions?